Okay, so we have the last mission, at least according to the old guy, that we need to get the last jar of jelly beans from some hippies, and I lost a thought there. So there are hippies in this shroom cave. I wonder why. So there's this magical shroom. There's some particles coming out of it. I think it might be very good. Why cannot I collect any of these? I want to smoke these. I want to eat these. And make some trippy happy thingy. It contains some loose bits of granola and some very dirty clothes. Oh, and a map. You got an item. Mushroom map. Oh, sorry about that. This cultist is totally song god. It's a cultist? I thought they were hippies. The cultist is muttering and twitching in his sleep. Mushroom crumbs litter the floor around him. Let's be ruthless, because we have been ruthless pretty much all the time in this game. Let's put him down. You put a bullet in him. That's bad. It's specifically the brain part of him. And then you grab his belongings. I got his hair. Oh, black hood, sorry. Skeleton bone, human ashes. Wait, what's this? A note? Yes, it's a note. You got an item, cryptic note about ley lines. Ley lines or ley lines. I don't know how to pronounce that. Let's see, what is he? What is he? This is a note from the Necromancer to one of his cultist flunkies. Examine it. It's time you started gathering clues about the whole perambulating dead situation that's going on around these parts. You grab a notebook and paperclip the note into it. You got an item, Necromancer journal. Journal. I should check that out. Well, please do. You open your Necromancer journal and examine the information you've collected so far. You found that weird liney diagram, but you don't know how to interpret it. You'll need to find somebody to help you, somebody smart or somebody who knows a lot about magic. Looks like that's everything you've got so far. Well, there is I think there is at least the professor, which could be smart enough to know what's going on in here. I'm not sure. There we go. I'm not sure if I know any magicians though. At least I don't remember anyone. I'm trying to think here if there was someone who was a magical dude. Well, let's try this out. Do you know anything about ley lines? I don't hold much with the mystical mumbo jumbo. It's very unscientific, but it does come up in my research from time to time. I knew it, so I'm glad that you can help me. So I can give you a basic overview. He draws some curved intersecting lines on a piece of paper and explains how they related to local geography and so-called mystical forces. Most of it goes over your head, but you think you got the basics. You got an item, ley line diagram. Thank you! What do I do with this diagram? This is an illustration of a basic principles of ley geography. It's simple enough to understand by a layman. Use it. This diagram is surprisingly comprehensible. You stick it into your Necromancer journal. I should check that out now. You open your next Necromancer journal and examine the information you've collected so far. Using your ley line diagram, you narrow the location of the Necromancer's laydown and do a handful of possible locations based on the unseen currents of energy that riddle the land. Looks like that's everything you've got so far. Alrighty. Okay, that was a lot of text. So where do I go? Where do I go? Is that a new place? Is that one of the places that might be the Necromancer place? Or could it be one of the Buffalo Pile petting cemetery? What's going on in here? I'm confused. Let's read this again. Narrow down the location down to a few possibilities. I don't know, man. I have no idea. Let's go there. Let's see if that has something to do with this. Caged Cannery! Oh, that's so fine there. That's so nice. Okay, at least we won't be dying on the caves now. I think this has something to do with necromancy. Do you not think about that as well? Because there's a lot of bones, skulls and bones in here. This is very necromancy place, I would say. What do you think? What do you guys think? Leave a comment. No. It's just a horse-sized hippopotamus. Blech. Look at another. Vomitor's eyeball. Blech. Look at another pestilent beast. What kind of game is this? Look at another hippopotamus. Gore splatter skull. Disgusting. Blech. Look at another disfigured rhinoceros. Weird. Okay, I get it. I get it. You hear a lot of activity down the corridor, chanting, shuffling of ropes, clattering of bones, scary stuff. You really shouldn't go down there. Go elsewhere then, because I need to go here. Okay, it's covered in big beakers. Take one. You get an oversized chemical beaker. Nice. Let's fill it with something. There's blood, milk, ichor, and lemonade. Ichor? What the hell is that? Oh, what? Go elsewhere. Okay, so they're following me? What? Or is that a bug? What's up? This lab, there's a skeleton-shaped indentation with a buffalo skull-shaped indentation where the normal human skull-shaped indentation should be. That's a good thing to keep in mind if you end up in possession of the bones necessary to fill in that indentation. Leave this lab alone. Please leave it alone. You look through the bars and see hundreds of buffalo human skeleton hybrids locked in there. 3 to a cell. The keys are hanging right next to the door. You could let some out if you wanted, but they all look pretty angry. Leave them. I don't want to fight these guys because I think I'm gonna die. These shelves are filled with hundreds of crates, each full of buffalo and human bones, carefully sorted. You don't really have anything specific you want to do with human or buffalo bones right now, though. So while you appreciate how organized these guys are, there's not really anything here for you. There's not really anything here for you. Well, okie dokie, let's see if there's... Yeah, they're following me. They should... Huh? They should really... What? They should really use scented candles in here. Yeah, I agree, because there is a toilet here. So, at least necromancers do go to the crapper. It's a little wooden container filled with reading material. Investigate Advanced Co-Punching Volume 55. Let's read it. And let's learn. Let's see. Oh, sorry. I bumped over on the mic. The All 1, 2, 3, a skill that lets you perform 3 punch attacks in quick successions, a perk that increases your maximum AP. I'm gonna go with the later on the whatever was it that had the 3 quick punches. There's a pile of trash next to the bad toilet. Burn scroll. Okay. The scroll has mostly been burned beyond legibility, but you can just barely make out something about hell cow energy in between the scourge marks. Examine it. The scroll is in bad shape and you can't really make out of anything new, but you're convinced this must be another clue to the whereabouts of the necromancer. You stick the scroll into your journal. I should check that out. Let's see. You narrowed down the location. It was very clever of you. The ley lines. You found a cryptic note about hell cow energy. The necromancer's lair must be near the crazy portal you found. Ooh, Eureka. Looks like they're everything you got so far. Ooh, this is very tense. Bones rule. Let's pick it up. Black hood, blue bottle of buffalo tranquilizer, 84 meats. Hide it. What was I going to hide? You settle in amongst the thick black robes. Black robes. It's pretty comfortable. Wait. You wait and wait, and finally hear some noises outside as a couple of cultists pass through on their way from somewhere to somewhere else. You don't catch much of what they say, but what you do hear is, no, no, dog. Dog. That's not it all. Remember, blood before milk, as obsolete as the word thilk. That's kind of a stretch. So blood and milk. Wait some more. Get it straight. Milk before... should I be... actually... I'm going to write this down. So, let's get this right. Blood before milk. So, blood plus milk. Milk. Blood before milk. Milk before ichor. Milk plus ichor. There we go. Get it straight. Milk before ichor. Wait some more. You wait a while longer and the cultists pass through again. This time you overhear something different. And remember, dog, ichor after milk. Ritual smooth as milk. So smooth as silk. So ichor after milk. So ichor again. What the? Ichor after milk? Ichor after milk. So it basically, it's the same thing as milk before ichor. Okay, wait some more. Milk before ichor. Soldier wakes up quicker. Milk before ichor. Soldier wakes up quicker. Wait some more. Remember the rhyme, milk after blood. Ritual is a dud. Wait some more. Milk after ichor. Milk after ichor. Yes. No. What? Milk after ichor. Might as well try to reanimate quicker. That's too long to remember. What the? So I have to add milk after ichor as well. I think. Oh, these brain teasers. Milk after blood. Ichor after blood. Way to go, Stad. Why is Doc having so much trouble with this? Ichor after blood. What the? I don't give a... Whatever, dude. There's a wicked-looking leather-bound tome on this pedestal. Take it. Fundamentals of Necromancer. Oh no, that sounds very delicious. Skeleton body kill. This seems like it's probably pretty dangerous. Are you sure you want to read it? Yes, sure. Are you certain? The dark arts are no laughing matter. This could really mess you up. Read it, I said. The words scroll off the page and into your eyes like worms. The worms burrow into your bones and then whisper stuff about cool things you can do with other people's bones. Raise skeletal body. As you turn over the last page, the book vanishes in a puff of black smoke. You don't feel so fell. Your hair instantly loses all of its color. You got a perk white hair. Okay. Well, that's no biggie for me because I have a hat, so I don't need that. There's a little rhyme for you, my man. Okay, I need to recap. Let's go back there. So there's a boiling heat of this region. As you near it to describe that you've been fooled, it wasn't an oasis at all, but an evil towering black stone cow monolith. Anybody could make that mistake, really. Let's not attack it, because why not? We got the jump on them. Punch your target for 10 damage and disable them for 1 round. Perform 3 melee attacks against your target, doing 129 total damage. Let's see how that works. It works fine. Just fine. That's what you get, man. Susie has become stronger. Way to go, Susie. Okay, so I need to. God damn it. So did I actually need to do some concoction in there, in the buffalo pile? I'm not sure. What was it? The Hellstorm Ranch that had the portal? You found your crate. So this is the place where, yes, here's the portal. So it's somewhere in this area, I suppose. Oh, look at that. We got a needle. So let's wander around. Open it up. We got some supplies. Fort Memoriam. Don't go there yet. Let's wander some more. Soup stock load. Where was it? Where is it? Oh, it's over there. I'm gonna go back here. There's a skeleton out here in the desert that's not very strange, because people die all the time in the desert. This skeleton, though, is doing arm curls with a pair of iron dumbbells. He doesn't have any muscles, but somehow his bones are extremely ripped and or swole. That doesn't even begin to make sense. I agree. Let's fight him, man. Oh shit. Oh, that was tough. How dare you! I will attack you back. I will get you. Thick bone skeleton. How do you like that, man? Extra large boots. 1 maximum AP, plus 4 armor, plus Kellogg Ranch brochure. Nice. Okay, let's read that. It's just a brochure about the weird combination dude ranch sanatorium down south. There's nothing in it, blah blah blah, so we toss it away. Okay, let's see. Actually, are these boots better than what we have now? Plus 4 muscle. This is plus 4 armor. I'm going to go for it because we need more armor, I suppose. What are you loading? Do you see my mouse? There is that wheel thingy. There is some loading happening. Okay, so let's go ahead. So, blood before milk. You open the milk faucet and pour some milk into the already partially full beaker. Let's see. Where is the beaker? This one. Inspect it. The bottom of the beaker is filled with a layer of blood. The blood floating on top of that is a layer of milk. Let's go with ichor. The liquid in the beaker begins to bubble. Watch the reaction. Steam rises from the beaker as the reaction intensifies. The intense heat of the reaction fuses into the inker, spigot into a useless mass of metal. How will it end? The boiling subsides, and what's left in the beaker is... Yes, tell me. The reaction, you pour it down to the floor drain before it can disappoint you any further, and then discard the beaker. Take that, black fluid. What the hell was that about? Let's see. Let's do milk and ichor. The faucet fused shut. Lemonade. Then. And milk. What's the reaction? Steam rises from the beaker and the reaction intensifies, blah blah blah. Melts the milk faucet. How will it end? What's left of the beaker is ruined milk. Buy milk. Okay, well this is useless. Okay, well I don't need this shit. I don't want to go ahead and try that again. Okay, so we are kind of like lost at the moment. Did I already go back? No. So it is somewhere over here. Fort Memoriam. I think we're going to continue searching for the Necromancer in the next part, because this is taking way too long, baby, and I need to go to sleep. I need to sleep because I'm a human being. But anyways, let's remember to subscribe, and let's remember to come back and see what happens in the next part. So I will see you there. Bye bye, and kisses.